And then number two, why is it that the evangelical church seems so hostily uninterested in picking up the $1 trillion bill on the sidewalk? You guys understand right now this is the greatest growth opportunity ever for the Catholic Church with young men. It's like growing like crazy. They don't want to come to evangelical churches. They tell us that. We were just talking about this backstage. They're like too weak, too woke, too feminine, too feelings-based. I want something that doesn't change. I want tradition. I want something sacred. I don't want modernity. So evangelicalism is falling out of favor, and evangelicalism is a catch-all term for just what we all believe here, right? Sola Scriptura, just whatever you want to fill it in. Falling out of favor with young men. We could talk about the Catholic thing separately, but when and why did this change? And then just more interesting and curiously, why does the evangelical world just seem so just like, we don't need men. They're doing nothing to reach them. Nothing.
Well, it's interesting. I was on America Family Radio with the American Family Association earlier this week. And I said on their network, I said, when Don Wildman founded this ministry, he understood that he was downstream from the church. And that ultimately the church did the job of basic discipleship and catechesis. And then people needed specific marching orders of where they were called now to take their gifts and what they had learned and go impact the world for Christ with it. And they went to parachurch organizations like the American Family Association. What's happened in the last generation now since Don passed away and Tim has taken over is the American Family Association is now doing the Bible teaching that the church used to do. Why am I getting more of this from a podcast from you than I'm getting from my church? And ultimately, we have made two Faustian bargains in the last generation. Number one, the American pastorate is more full of Esau's than Jacob's. Instead of troubled, flawed men who are actively, though, wrestling with God. They have a call on their life. They have a purpose. They have a plan. They're not perfect. They can fall away. Jacob's name literally means schemer, by the way. And so instead of troubled men who have a call that they seek to fulfill, instead we're Esau's, just going after the birthright, filling our bellies right now. What will draw them in today? What will fill the pews today? What will pay the bills today? What's the path of least resistance today? We don't have elders anymore. We have boards of directors. We don't have creeds. We have mission statements. Church now on Sundays in most evangelical churches is for the unbelievers. And if you really want to be discipled, come back on Sunday night. And then maybe it'll happen. But we collect the tithe and make sure the lights are on and the bills are paid on Sunday morning. Evangelism is part of what the church does, but your primary mission is to equip the saints for the work of the ministry.